This is going to be probably the most difficult time of your whole life. And I'm not kidding you, because I remember how hard I had to work myself from 9 to 12, because you would get good grades and then it was about your extracurriculars. And then you'd join extracurriculars and it was about your leadership role. And then you'd have leadership roles, but it was about your honors. So it just kept going with more and more requirements. I get that. If you want to go to highly selective schools, you're going to have to work damn hard, okay? I'm Tina Chulette. I'm the founder of Blue Skies. I'm a Wharton and Kellogg alumni. Everything that I'm telling you about has been tried and tested on lots and lots of students. I put this together hoping to give you some tips so that you can increase and up your application game, okay? So my top advice for 9th through 11th graders, the first one is work harder than you have ever worked before. 2 is start the process of day 1, okay, of 9th grade. 3 is get good grades in tougher classes. 4, understand how your ECs are evaluated. 5, care about impact and outcome. 6, keep in mind the bare minimum. 7, focus on something you're passionate about. 8, have a strategy and direction. 9, don't follow the extracurricular rat race. And number 10, form a relationship with your teachers early, okay? So the first one is work harder than you have ever worked before. If you want to go to highly selective schools, you're going to have to work hard. The second one here is start on the first day of 9th grade, okay? Basically, everything from the time you enter 9th counts. Your academics, your extracurriculars, your relationships. It doesn't help when suddenly in 11th you come and realize that you needed to do more. Do this little exercise, write your dream schools, requirements and achievements in terms of scores and extracurriculars so that you know that this is what you need to achieve in the next 3 years, right? So number 3 is get good grades in tougher classes. Okay, so they basically want you to evaluate your academic performance in 4 ways. Your transcript quality, so this is the number of courses you've taken and how progressively difficult that you've gotten, right? And which courses did you take, math or art, right? Second one is grades, so which was your actual letter or number grade in each course, and your class rank, okay? Third one is the rigor. Did you take all the most difficult courses, and did you do any self-studying, like taking AP classes or something of the sort, okay? And last is your standardized testing, SAT, ACT, IB, Cambridge, all of that. 4 is understanding how your ECs are evaluated, okay? So again, you need to understand what are those elements of words. So is it difficult? Does it have impact? Is there self-initiative? Is it selective, right? Are there honors and awards? If you don't have these 5 values, then maybe your extracurricular is not worth that much. And if it's not, you can't go to the best schools even if your academics are awesome, right? When we talk about understanding how your ECs are evaluated, here I've put together some tier 1 activities to give you an idea. In a sport, track and field, top 20 sprinter. Global winner for outstanding community service, right? Tier 1. Acceptance into a summer camp with 6% acceptance rate, tier 1. Ashoka, young change maker, 1 of 14 chosen across the world, tier 1. And creating a foundation to upskill illiterate women, tier 1, okay? So just know that you are looking at difficulty, impact, self-initiative, selectivity, honors, and awards to decide how important your activities are. Keep that in mind when you're choosing what it is you do with your extra time. So the next one is number 5, care about impact and outcome. So here is an example of one student's 4 community service. So the first one is a tree planting and irrigation. I found out he did 12 trees. Next was a neighborhood rejuvenation, 1 day. Mask donation, 50 masks. And climate change pamphlets, 100 or 400, something of that. Those all are low impact, minimal outcome, right? They're all tier 4. So just know that we're looking at what was the result of what you did. But generally, if you're putting in the effort, there would be some outcome, and that's what I'm interested in. Number 6 is knowing the bare minimum requirements. Okay, so grades, SAT scores. You need 1 leadership, you need 1 community service, you need 1 academic interest, and you need 1 honors and awards. Please do not do the lowest hanging fruit. Please find something that is a little bit more difficult to do. Do something really super passionately. focused around a single activity, that'll help you much more than doing a wide variety of items. Number 7 is a little bit of what I just said, is try to be a specialist if you can. Try to focus your story around one thing. I know it's hard if you're not super passionate about a single topic, but it does help just make it easier to write your application. Number 8 is having a strategy or direction. So a lot of people enter ninth and they just go wherever the wind takes them. And unfortunately, if you're going for the top 10 schools, you can't do that. You're going to have to constantly ask yourself, what is my strategy, okay? So what I do with my students who come to me is we take all their extracurriculars, right? The first thing we ask, can any of these extracurriculars become a tier 1, right? Then we ask, am I going to be well-rounded or super passionate? Then we ask, is there anything I should give up that's just wasting my time? Then we say, what bare minimums am I missing? Like academic interest, leadership, honor award, community service, and we add those in, right? Then we say, am I accomplishing enough each summer or each year? If not, what can I do so that next year my activity looks even better? Then we ask, what are my success parameters? So you see, we're asking really difficult questions up front, and that will help you outline a plan for 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and this will continuously be updated, your plan. But for example, very simple, competitions happen only once a year, right? So if you don't know upfront what the dates are, you're gonna miss it. Right? So it just helps to know what you're aiming at. Number 9, do not follow the extracurricular rat race. I get so tired of seeing kids doing the same things again and again. This one year I had 7 out of 9 girls doing Bharatanatyam. Now that's not a beautiful cultural achievement. It is. But if you want to go to the top 10 schools and you wonder why you didn't get in after the amount of effort you have to put into that, it's because too many other people are doing it. And it's sad because it took you a tremendous amount of time and effort. But unfortunately, just because it's less selective and anyone can do it, it doesn't have that value, right? Other common ones I've seen, Trinity School of Music, Model UN, English and Math to the less fortunate, and so on, right? Number 10 is, I understand that your courses are extremely rigorous, especially some of the international boards, their demands are crazy. But unfortunately, when your exams come up, you don't get to stop all your extracurriculars. This is something that a lot of children do, and they say, okay, I can't do anything for the next 2 months because I have my SAT and then I have my boards. Unfortunately, there are kids who are doing stuff. So either you need to plan around it and you need to upfront all of the work that you wanted to do before your exam so you can take it easy, or you just have to be aware that there are kids who are not taking a break, and you have to be okay with that, and that's fine, right? But just know that some people are going at it all year round, okay? And that's it for my top 10. All right, so if you like what you heard, please come along with me, subscribe to the channel, keep watching, add your comments on the bottom. I will be sure to get back to you, okay? Thanks so much.